What should you do if you risk overstaying your visa due to COVID-19? Maybe you're ill, maybe you cannot leave, maybe your flight is canceled. Let's talk about options in this video. My name is Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. And in the past 4-6 weeks, we've been dealing with so many issues relating to coronavirus, changes in immigration, impact on our clients, and people like you that are going through the immigration process. If you're here for the first time, subscribe to our channel, click the bell to be notified for new videos. We release new videos every single week, and especially now, so many updates. Don't miss on that. So let's dive right in and talk about options for people that are currently in the United States and they're concerned about overstaying their visas. As we know, there are so many challenges right now, and the USCIS and the Immigration Service, they're also aware of that. Challenges like people who are visiting in the US and they're not able to leave right now because their flights are canceled. People that are currently here on an ESTA, on a 90-day travel permit from Europe, who are not able to leave as well because airports are closed, airports in the receiving countries are not receiving flights, people that are changing from employment, they're just switching companies, filing for job transfers and extensions. Everything is currently on hold because USCIS offices are closed. Yes, they're closed for physical appointments. They're working on the back end, but things are really, really delayed. So people are concerned. So what do we do? So let's kind of break it down. Let's talk about first people that are currently in the United States on a tourist visa and they are not able to leave because their flights are canceled or because their receiving airports are not taking flights currently in, so they're stuck here. So the first thing that I want to suggest is if you're here on your B1, B2 visa and your 6 months term is coming to an end because you're here in the US right now, file for an extension. It's the best thing you can do. Just file it, and as long as your case is pending, you're able to stay in the United States and wait for the results of your extension, or as soon as flights are open, you can literally just leave. If you're here on the ESTA, if you're here as a visitor from Europe, you can apply for what is called satisfactory departure, where you essentially need to call the Customs and Border Patrol at the airport where you entered or in the city where you're located and ask them in writing for a 30-day extra stay in the US. Typically what they want to see your flight return. They want to see an explanation as the reasons why you cannot leave. And for you to be able to get an ESTA extension of 30 more days, your departure or the end of your ESTA should be 14 days or less before it expires. So if you just arrived to the US now and you have 2 more months left, they're not going to give you an extension. You should be in the period of 14 days in the period of your ESTA being expiring. So you contact the CBP and try to get an extension. A recent update suggests that you can also call the local USCIS office, and they have a division where you're able to also ask for assistance with your ESTA. They're just trying to expand that because so many people are here visiting from Europe, and it's just not enough manpower at CBP to be able to help with those extensions, so USCIS offices are also able to help that as well. So if you have questions about how to do that, post them in the comments as well. Now, another thing that people are concerned about is people are switching or filing for extensions of work, but filing the extension of work in this period of time, you may not be able to get the receipt on time. You're not going to be able to get the answer for your extension. So what you have to understand, if you are filing for an extension of a work visa like an H1 or a TN or an E2 and you're still in the US working for the same employer, the fact that you filed the extension, the fact that you filed the actual petition, you should be automatically able to get an extension of 240 days to continue working uninterrupted, which is great because hopefully by the time this whole crisis is over, you'll be able to get a receipt, but in the meantime, there's no interruption in your employment and you can continue working for that employer. This is true if you work if the extension is with the same employer and the conditions of work are the same. And finally, let's talk about people that are here but they overstay their visas. So let's say you came on a tourist visa, COVID-19 started, there was panic, Either you were, got sick, or you were not able to file the extension because people were just panicking and there was a shutdown and order to stay at home. People that overstayed are still suggested to file the extension now, even if you do it late. And the way you do it is you file the extension, but with an explanation as to the extreme circumstances that led you to file the extension late. So it has to be something reasonable. So maybe we are late 2 or 3 weeks. If you're late 5 months, then I'm going to accept it, obviously. But if you're late like a month or even a month and a half because you were trying to find a space or you were trying to protect yourself, put it in writing, file an extension, put some evidence to show why it happened. And according to a recent memo that was released by USCIS, they will entertain people that give credible explanations with some proof to be able to get an extension even if you file it late. So those are kind of the main things that are on people's minds right now. First of all, what to do if you are here on a tourist visa and you cannot leave. I suggest file an extension if you're here. If you're on an ESTA, ask for an extension of 30 days. And you could even ask for an extra 30 days under recent changes. You do it directly with the CBP or with the USCIS. If you're filing extensions through work, even if you don't have an approval or a receipt, you should be able to work for 240 days as long as you file an extension with the same employer. And finally, even if you overstayed and you're still here in the US, you can still file for an extension explaining the circumstances that led to overstay, and they should be able to accommodate that and accept your application. So these are some of the current tips that I want to give you guys. Many people are asking those questions, are concerned about overstay, are concerned what to do, they're stuck here. Those are the things you have to do. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. If you know anybody that may be benefiting from this video, share this video with a friend, subscribe to our channel. We're going to make videos every single week, and let me know what other topics you want us to make videos about, what are your concerns. I'll be here making videos for you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.